Greetings everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be sort of a continued reading from the last reading that I'm posting currently. Some stuff came out in that reading that I didn't want to dig too much into in that particular reading, so I decided to do a separate reading for that, what came out in the end. So for that reason, I still have the cards that I saw that came out, which was 1, they made their choice, 2, secret society, underground coven. We also have the spiritual status of whoever this is bound by magic or spell work and their unclean energy. This could involve a sewer mating for someone here. And this is also someone where their intuition is being blocked by dark magic. So I want to pick up where I left off sort of in the last reading to see what this is and who this is, or why this came up for you guys in the other reading, and what else they want me to talk about regarding this situation. Okay. So the first thing I want to know is the person that they're talking about that made the choice. I want to know what choice was it that they actually made. Okay, so I'm going to clarify that first to figure out what choice this person actually made. So let's see who made the choice. What was the choice that was made by this person? What choice did this person make? What choice did this person make? What choice did they make? So what came out was that whatever choice was made with a lack of discernment. Whoever made this choice lacked discernment. They were not as wise as the serpent, or they didn't go within before they made the decision. They used no discernment, right? So they misjudged the situation, whoever made the choice. This season for them is over. They close out this account. So for someone, whoever this was that made this decision because they were misjudging you, or they were misguided or misjudged the situation. They could have closed out whatever this was with you for something else, but they had no discernment for what I'm gathering, which is why they made the choice they made. In the reading I'm posting, it talked about somebody joining this coven, not knowing what it really was. And that's how they became bound by magic, because they didn't know what this group was about. So their spiritual status is not bound by the magic or the oath they took when they joined this group. So they joined this group because they had lack of wisdom or discernment, okay? And because their intuition was being blocked by dark magic. And that's why they closed things out with you if it's a situation where you guys were together. But for you, the season of that is now over. Take it how it resonates. For some of them, they also made this decision because they have unhealed trauma, which also came out in the last reading that I'm posting. They did not know that this was a trauma bond that they made with someone, okay? So their decision was made out of some unhealed trauma they could have had, and they trauma bonded with somebody. So that's what I'm also getting. So, anything else regarding this person? Okay, so this secret society they joined. What is this coven about? What is this secret coven they joined? What kind of coven or group was this they joined? Oh, religious leaders. They could have joined a church, or they could have joined a group that was like a church family, because Soul Family came out in the last reading. They could have joined this group because they needed some guidance from someone, and maybe this leader of the group told them to join this group for protection, or whatever the case may have been, but they joined it because of their own beliefs. If this is your person, they need you to protect your crown chakra by using crystals such as labradorite, if you're a reader, a psychic, or a medium, because whatever this group is, this person could have possibly joined, or that you could have joined, could be using you for your gifts. So someone here joined a secret society, an underground coven, without knowledge of who this group really was, and they joined this group because they thought they were joining a group that was going to help them use their gifts, or show them how to use their gifts. But this group used their gifts against them and bound their magic so they couldn't use it towards them. So this is a different message. Somebody very spiritually gifted either unknowingly or knowingly joined a group. The group that they joined was not what they thought it was. They thought it was like a group of good people, a people that would help them use their abilities or their gifts as well. But this group was into dark magic and not other magic, and that's how this person got trapped in this situation. Either they were of the light and this was a dark group of people that they joined, not knowing that they were dark magic users, and they started using magic with these people and lost their spiritual gifts by doing so, and that's how they got blocked or their intuition got cut off. Because this is giving like way bigger than just a relationship between you and someone. It's somebody who joined a group or was brought into a group for their particular gifts that they thought they were going to be using to help people, but they were tricked into using their gifts for something else. And they've been bound to this energy because they took an oath to swear to keep their secrets secret. So I don't know what that is. Take it how it resonates. But for you, get some protection crystals if you need them, because this could be somebody you're connected to. So let's talk about the spiritual bound energy. How are they bound by magic? Or what kind of magic is this that this person is bound by? Or what is the magic that's been used to bound this person to them? Karmic soul tie. So somehow there's a karmic soul tie that was created between this person that made their choice that joined this group, and that's how they became bound to this situation, by making a covenant with this group. Okay. And now they have too much blood in their hand. So this card says, is it possible to lose your soul? The answer is yes, but you can also get it back. And to find it again is hard because you have to recover from the scars of the situation. So let me read it the way it's written. It says, it is possible to lose your soul, yes, but you can find it or get it back. To find your soul again is hard. It's a hard road to recover from, and it leaves a lot of damaged tissue, scar tissue, and it can take years to recover, but you can lose your soul. So something about this particular energy that came out in the last reading was a part of your spiritual path or journey, but because of the choice they made to join this group that they got themselves into, has bound themselves to this group, and now their gifts have been taken away from them and their intuition is being blocked. Because of the karmic soul tie they created with this sword maiden, they are now considered unclean energy with blood on their hands, trying to get their soul back. So this person made a bad choice, and now they're trying to get their soul back from this unclean energy that bound them to the situation. Okay, is what I'm getting so far. Take it how it resonates. Okay, so let's see what comes out with the oracle cards, and then we'll clarify this with tarot. Okay, this is not going to be for everyone. I'm only doing this reading because it came out in the last reading and it seemed to be important, but it was already too much coming out for me to kind of clarify that energy. So let's do it and let's get to it and see what this is. Because someone's choices has them bound in a contract, a karmic contract, a soul tie that was created through a trauma bond that they made with this person. Because this person that they connected to knew they had unhealed trauma, and they used that to get this person to trust them. You know, when you go to certain places and you go to these places to get help, you're going to get help because you need help from certain people sometimes. Well, there are some people that will see you in a situation where you need help, and they will give you the help you need, but it will come with some type of condition where you have to agree to do something to get their help, right? That's forming a karmic soul tie. That's signing a contract. That's agreeing to their rules. So even if it's not a verbal, even if it's not a physical contract, it can be a verbal contract that was made between this person and this group that they didn't know they were tying themselves to. So they're trying to get their soul back from this situation so they can clean this energy up or something like that and get back on the right path. Take it how it resonates. that they made an unwise decision here when they did this. The choice they made was not a smart decision. And now they're trying to figure out how to get out of the situation that they're stuck in. Okay, take it how it resonates. So let's see what else comes out before we clarify this reading. Okay, let's see. What was the choice this person had from the beginning before they made their decision about whatever this was? What was their situation before this happened? So what was the situation before this happened? The moon in reverse. And that's that intuition being blocked by dark magic. So before they even made the decision, they didn't check in with their higher self first. All right, anything else? We got 2 more cards. Summoned. And oath. Okay. I don't feel like this person knew what they were getting themselves into when they got into union with the situation or agreed to do whatever this was. I don't think they understood what it was they were doing at first. It wasn't until they got involved in the situation more when they started to realize how bad it really was. And once they realized how bad it really was, it was almost too late to get out of it because they made an agreement or took an oath to stay faithful to whatever this was or committed to whatever this is. So take that how it resonates. So this card talks about not being afraid to be open to new things or trying new things, because experiences is how we all learn things in life, is by certain challenges or experiences. So even though whoever this was that made this decision to get involved in whatever this was thought that by getting involved in this situation that it would help them grow and evolve spiritually, right? Not knowing that it wasn't what it was until it was too late. So this was somebody who was on a spiritual path, looking for guidance from a spiritual community or looking for a spiritual group or community they can join to help them learn more about themselves, right? Well, this group was a group that offered services or some type of help to people like this so they can learn how to use their gifts. But this group also is a group behind closed doors that takes the energy from other people that they receive and use their energy to create or summon certain deities that give them the power to do certain things, if that makes sense. So let's just simplify it. I'm lost on my spiritual path. I'm using just a fake example. I'm looking for spiritual guidance. I find this person that leads me to a group. The group offers to show me how to use my spiritual gifts and unlock more in others. Boom. I like the idea of that. So I'm going to join this group in hopes of learning more about myself. Okay, I joined the group. The first meeting was good. I learned how to use my gifts, and now I can see things more clearly. But after some time of being involved in the situation, somebody started to realize that this group is teaching them more than just how to use their own spiritual gifts. They also showed them other ways to use their gifts that may have been harmful to others, if that makes sense. Again, somebody here was tricked into believing that this was a good idea, and it wasn't. It was a bad deal, a deal gone bad, right? So by doing whatever this was, knowingly and unknowingly, they lost their gifts due to how they were using their gifts to hurt other people. Take it how it resonates. But they're trying to come out of that energy and get back to the person they used to be. Again, take it how it resonates. Okay? I'm going to try to clarify and make it make sense. All right, so let's look at the moon in reverse. The choice that was made out of lack of discernment. Somebody here not having enough information about what this was they were getting themselves into. First card out says, the devil made me do it. The Knight of Wands. Somebody took action towards something without knowing the full outcome of the situation before they did it. Okay? The World. And that's why I said close the count. So somebody closed out something without fully knowing what that was going to create for them. Not realizing that by closing out whatever this was that they were chosen for would end the way it ended. So either you didn't know that it was going to go this way or end the way it ended with this person, but and not you didn't know that it was going to end this way, or maybe you did, but they didn't know that what they did was going to come back to them this way. They thought that by doing something they did was going to open up doors for them, and it didn't open up doors for them. It got them into trouble or something like that, okay? I don't know. They did something they weren't supposed to do, and now they got blood on their hands. All right, let's get some more. What's the secret society underground coven about? What's the secret society underground coven about? The Sun. I was getting Leo energy or strength card energy, like the strength card or the Sun energy with this person. Somebody was ready for this new experience. They thought this was going to be a good experience. They thought it was going to lead them to something better, but feels like this group deceived this person into believing whatever this was. So what is this deception I'm getting? Somebody was deceived. What's the deception? How were they deceived into thinking this was a good idea? Somebody was gaslit, love bombed. Somebody was love bombed or gaslit or led to believe that something was what it was, that it wasn't. So, Two of Cups. The sewer maiden made it seem like whatever this deal was that they were offering this person was the best deal that they could take. It's like, if you accept this offer, I promise you that you'll receive everything you ever wanted. I'll show you how to do this and that. And they agreed to all this thinking that it was a good idea. But it turned out not to be such a great idea after all, because once they got involved in this and started seeing certain things, they couldn't believe what they were seeing. Like, they thought this was a great situation or some type of smart move. The Hermit is here. The Hierophant is here. The Queen of Wands, that's that sword maiden. Archangel is here. Michael is here. Seven of Swords is here. So this was a maiden of some sort, a feminine energy that introduced something to a masculine and made it seem like whatever this thing is, that this would be a great thing for them to do together. Your masculine being low vibrational or unaware of spiritual manipulation saw this as an opportunity for them to receive some type of power or some type of recognition or some type of status or some type of platform they could use to promote themselves, right? But that's not what this Queen of Wands had in mind. The Queen of Wands had something different in mind for this person. What they thought they were getting involved in was something totally different than what it was. So basically, this masculine was deceived by a energy that led them to believe that whatever this was going to lead them to some kind of victory or success. But in order for them to get to this place where they receive this, whatever this was, they had to do something first. So they introduced it like, hey, you want to go to this party tonight? There's going to be some alcohol. There's going to be some this. There's going to be some that. I think it'll be good for you to get out of the house. Okay, bet. Mind you, this person already going through something right now. Whatever it is, they haven't healed from it yet. So they're not in a place where they need to be around people that's going to influence them to do bad things. But they went out anyway, right? Went out, had some drinks, met some new people, saw some things, curious about some stuff, and went to this person and said, how did this, what is this place, right? Oh, you want to know what this is? This is where people come in and they have a good time, and we don't judge each other. We just have fun with each other, and we go back to our regular lives like nothing happened. Oh, okay, well, how can I be a part of this group? Oh, it's not a group. It's just a bunch of friends that get together ever so often, and we come together and we put our intentions in, and so it was almost like it wasn't presented to them like it was a coven. It was more so presented to them like this was a place where people come and they have fun and they kick back and they chill, when really it was a place where you go and you are observed by people, and the people that are watching you or using you for your, I don't know how to make that shit make no sense. Like the magician with the page of wands. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I just feel like this masculine was led to believe that something was a good idea, and it really wasn't. And whoever convinced him to do something lied to them and get them to involved in this. And once they got involved in it, they did something here that they don't remember doing, but yet there's evidence of them doing something. And it's like, you don't remember doing that? And they're like, no, I must have been drunk. I must have been, this or that. I don't remember doing that. When did I do that? So it's like, so somebody here was recorded doing something on camera by a third party. And this is giving this to the P. Diddy situation, where he was inviting people to his home and giving them access to other things and so on and so forth. And the people there didn't know what was really going on at the time. Some of them found out that it was about more than just having a good time, and some of them thought it was just that and ended up doing more things than they wanted to do. So this person thought it was fun at first. Whatever this was, it was fun. But then all of a sudden it started doing something different, and it became serious. And it's like, what are we doing here? And they didn't want to be a part of it, but it's like it's too late, because you took a vow, or somebody. Yeah, I don't know what this is. I can't make this shit make no sense. It's a lot of... The devil made me do it. What is it that this person is not saying to me that I need to understand? They did something they were not supposed to do, but they're saying somebody made them do it. And they feel bad about it because they didn't want to do it. But I don't know. Spiritually bound. They're bound to this. What is this? What is this about? I don't understand. They joined some type of group. They got them involved in something bad that they did. So this person did something to you, collective, when they did whatever this is they did. It's like you were the empress or the emperor. Y'all were lovers. This person was tricked by the devil to join with them, to work against their divine counterpart in order to receive a bigger outcome, a better outcome. So they ghosted you, and you got away, and now they're bound to whatever this is. Someone is about to be famous, and they know that you're their karma. It's almost like this person made a choice to join forces with this group to sell you out, to get more out of it than what they were going to get with you. This karmic made it seem like if you leave this person behind, ghost them, and come work with us, we can show you how to get everything you ever wanted without having to do everything you got to do to get it. Basically, we're going to show you how to use manipulation spells to get what you want from people, where you don't have to do it yourself. And it's like you were being controlled or manipulated by this energy to get what they wanted from you. I don't know, but this is their karma, and you are their karma. You are their karma, collective. So I don't know. They're bound to this energy. You are their karma. They thought they were going to get famous off of you, or they tried to get famous here. They thought this was going to make them famous or something, or give them the spotlight. Somebody made a choice here to collaborate with someone, and I feel like they got tricked into doing something that caused harm to you. Confirmation birth. They wanted to eat off of your plate. I don't know what this is, but they made their choice. But that season for you is over. What did this person do to the collective to receive such bad karma? What did they do to the collective to receive whatever this is they're receiving? Like, what did they do directly to hurt my collective? They got into an unholy union. So whatever this was, this person did was unholy, unrighteous, and unfair to you. And because of that, they ghosted you, and now they're receiving their karma. They hurt you with the Three of Swords. They didn't keep their oath or commitment to you. They cheated on you with somebody else, and they joined with someone else to try to hurt you. So it's almost like this person got with somebody intentionally to make you feel some type of way about yourself. They wanted to hurt you for hurting them. I don't know if you hurt them or not, but they feel like you hurt them first, and to get back at you, they wanted to hurt you by being with somebody else. So they bound themselves to somebody else to hurt you for making them feel some type of way about their decision. That's why they're in this situation. That's why they're bound to this person. They are in an unholy union with someone they're not supposed to be with. And they're trying to get out of that connection to be with you, but it's like they're being blocked from you because of what they did to you in the past. What the fuck? They couldn't beat you, so they joined forces with someone else, is what they did to receive this karma. And they tried to emotionally manipulate you. And now they're being manipulated by somebody who's emotionally manipulating them, blackmailing them. So now that they've gotten themselves deep into the situation, the person they're with is now emotionally blackmailing them so they don't leave them, right? So whatever they did with this third party, there's evidence of something they did with this third party. If it get back to you and you find out, you won't want them anymore. So they're being forced to stay with this third party for whatever they did. For some of them, it could have been sex trafficking for some of them. But they're being forced to stay in this connection with this third party because of what they did to you. They gaslit you. They were gaslit by somebody else, and they tried to gaslight you into the situation as well. But you were not easily gaslit, or if you did get gaslighted by this person, you're not being gaslit anymore because you can no longer be bound to the situation because you have removed your energy. But they need to ground themselves and meditate to get answers because Judgment Day is coming for all of us, and this is their karmic cycle and not yours, and you're being recorded and or monitored. So this person did all this to their divine counterpart because they were greedy and obsessed with money. And they thought this third party could give them more access to more resources than you could. So to get what they wanted, they left you behind and they made a deal with the devil to get more access to more power and more gifts. If they would stay on their own path, they would have received their gifts from God had they done the right thing. But they didn't, and they still wanted what they wanted, and they tried to get it from you, and they couldn't. So now you're being protected from them, and they're being punished. These people or this person tried to sacrifice you for fame and or for fortune. That's what they did. That's why they're receiving such bad karma. That's why you're getting a new soulmate for some of you, because this person lacks discernment. They don't have good judgment. And they're chasing money, and they're being chased by demonic spirits for whatever this is they're chasing after. So someone has the demon of money stalking them because they stole from their divine feminine. This was your divine inheritance collective. You were sharing your wealth with them, and they were taking your gifts and using it for themselves to create life with somebody else, and they stole from their divine counterpart. So they're being monitored and watched and hunted by their own demons for trying to sacrifice their counterpart for fame and fortune. Take it how it resonates. This is a false god that they worship for the desires to have wealth or to gain wealth, to get rid of it all. So the only way this person will be able to Get out of this karmic soul tie contract they have with this demonic energy. They have to get rid of everything they purchased, they got with this energy. Let's just say they signed a contract. They got $1 million and they bought $1 million home. They got to sell that fucking house and give the money to somebody else because it doesn't belong to them. They stole it from somebody else. They stole it from you. So they're being spiritually bound and they're losing their power and their gifts are being taken away from them so they can't keep doing this to you. All right, take it how it resonates. Remove your assets, collective, from the situation. All right, it's you versus you now. You or them are being prepared for union. Take it how it resonates. And spirit guides are saying, I wish that they would, and the revenge is going to be the Most High, not yours. So your divine partner is with a toxic karmic energy that has them bound in a karmic contract that they signed with this person to receive more abundance and wealth or something like that. And they got burnt by their own arrogance. Okay, so karmic justice coming in. Take the lesson and the correction before it's too late, collective. Don't get caught up in their karma. They have to watch you eat now. Remember, they want to eat off your plate, but now they got to watch you eat now, okay? They are jealous of your envious. They are jealous or envious of your new beginnings. Access denied. They did not pass their karmic test. You have a new divine counterpart coming in for you, somebody more stable and financially secure, and this new person is going to be able to balance things out with you, all right? So, collective, this is a continuation from the last reading. I just wanted to see who this past person was in your energy, still trying to get into your energy. They're being blocked from your energy because they have a lot of karmic attachments on them and unhealed trauma. So they may be trying to emotionally blackmail you or seduce you, collective, by emotionally dumping all their burdens on you. All right, so don't fail your divine test feeding into this energy and block your spiritual blessings from coming in. Okay, so you need to make the right choice, collective. You need to ghost this person and leave this person behind and free yourself from whatever this is, okay? Don't allow your self to be deceived by the devil again, okay, is what I want to say. This person is a part of a secret society now. They have a coven with the devil. They're no longer considered your divine counterpart because of the choices that they've made. It's in your best interest to choose yourself this time and remove your energy from the situation, all right? And take it how it resonates. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. That's what I'm getting in part 2 of the reading that I'm posting. This may be a separate reading for somebody, and it may not be where you have to watch the first part to understand the second part. But if you do need to watch the first part to understand the second part, then go back and watch the first part of this reading for your highest good, all right? For closure or for clarity, okay? Thank you for watching. Peace and love and light to you all. Namaste.